It's been a wild ride. No dynasty, no cups, mind you, but the last 25 years of Montreal Canadiens hockey has still delivered some of the most memorable game moments in the history of the sport. Moments that maybe made you proud, made you cry. Moments that made you realize why Montreal is such an exciting team and why the team means so much to so many. In this video, I'm going to try to somehow break down 5 of the biggest moments in the last 25 years for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's talk about it.
We let the people decide.
This was a tough video to make. Not just because my camera broke and I had to readjust it. You might notice that my screen is a lot wider. There's also a dog bed back there. You might see a dog. Probably not tonight, but in a future video. A dog in the video. Exciting times. No, it was a difficult video to make because despite not being the most successful team in the NHL over the past 25 years, let's face it, Montreal continues to have just insane, iconic moments. And I think that is bolstered by the community, by the fans, individuals like you. I'll tell you what would be an iconic moment. If you hit that subscribe button, we're so close to 15,000 subscribers. What is it? Less than 300 now? Once we hit 15,000 subscribers, that's it. I can finally afford to buy that dehumidifier I've been looking at. If you're already subscribed, don't worry about it. Hit the like button. Helps me out with, I don't know, man, something. So let's jump right in. And these aren't going to be in any particular order. And I'm warning you already, I kind of cheated in this list, okay? But without any further ado, let's talk about PK Subban winning the Norris Trophy in 2013. PK Subban is a polarizing individual, I would say. But as a Montreal fan, when he was wearing le bleu, blanc, et rouge, it was hard not to like him, right? And in 2013, PK Subban, the bold, electric, and impossible to ignore player, became the first Canadiens player in over 20 years to win the Norris Trophy. He lit up the league and made being a defenseman fun to watch again. It's really true. It draws parallels to another defensive player that I'm thinking of currently. And for a Montreal fan base that just craves like superstardom, Subban was a good scratch to that itch. He was flashy, outspoken, maybe controversial a little bit, but he always seemed proud to wear the Habs sweater. And it was fun to watch his relationship with other players on the team.
I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. Woo!
I said this was in no particular order, but let's talk about Saku Koivu returning from cancer. Yeah, no particular order, but I think if I were to order them, this would be number 1 for me. In September 2001, Captain Saku Koivu was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
No, Saku entered hospital and has commenced a chemotherapy program for a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
His season was supposed to be over, but later that season, in April 2002, against all odds, he came back.
After we found out the great result of the scan, I just felt full of energy. I felt light again.
And when he stepped onto the Bell Center ice for the first time after coming back, the standing ovation lasted nearly 9 minutes. They allowed it just to go. He didn't just survive cancer, he led the most iconic, winningest team in NHL history. Yeah, like I said, for me, this is one of the most powerful moments in Montreal Canadiens history. And because of that, probably one of the most iconic moments in hockey history. I toyed with this next one because I think I could have continued talking about players. But let's mix it up by talking about the 2021 Stanley Cup final run. Nobody, and I mean nobody, expected the Montreal Canadiens to make the Stanley Cup finals, especially being down 3-1 to Toronto. But then they went and swept Winnipeg. And as sanctions were being relaxed a little bit, beat Vegas in front of 3,500 screaming, like going crazy fans that acted like a packed house, like 21,000 fans. Being a grudge that I still hold against Tampa Bay for being so rude as to beating my team. They didn't win, but they reminded the world that Montreal hockey is the greatest hockey you can experience. So this next one is where I really start to cheat, because we're going to talk about Carey Price. Just Carey Price. Drafting him, how he played, the man, the myth, the legend. Carey Price. It might not have felt like it at the time, but when the Canadiens drafted Carey Price 5th overall in 2005, it changed everything. Fans were shocked. Montreal already had José Theodore. They needed forwards. Fans were shouting for a superstar forward. But Bob Gainey bet on this kid from British Columbia. And what followed from there? 700 games, Olympic gold, World Cup, Hart Trophy, Vezina. He basically became the face of the franchise for 15 years. I'm definitely biased here, but I feel like there hasn't been a Montreal Canadien that has meant more to the team and to the fans than Carey Price since Patrick Roy, right? I don't know. What do you think? The current iteration of the team, you have some arguments. With Price, I mean, I could have done an entire place in this list about his 2014-2015 season. I feel like it's something you should know as a hockey fan. 44 wins, right? 1.96 goals against average, 0.933 save percentage. He won everything. He won the Vezina, the Jennings, the Lindsay, the Hart. He was undisputed the best player in the NHL at the time, period. No player, no skater, no other goalie came close. 2014-2015, he literally carried the team. Well, not literally, he figuratively carried the team. Sorry. And last but not least, I'm going to give some credit where credit is due. I like to get nostalgic about these things, you know? But what we're currently living in, what's currently happening to our beloved team, it's pretty special. And I'm going to say that the 24-25 season was one of the more special Montreal seasons that I can remember in the last 25 years. We got to experience Lane Hudson hockey. We thought we were cursed when they said in the mix, only to watch a bad season turn into a spectacular demonstration of grit, digging deep, relentless comebacks, and the rise of Captain Clutch. We were told that we had to wait to see Ivan Demidov in the Montreal sweater, but did we wait?
The digits on his back of 93. Goes after it now. He's in. He scores! Oh my! Demidov!
We did not. We said goodbye to some big pieces, but we look forward to the future, and the future might have not looked this bright in a very long time. That's going to do it for me. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. A little something different. I've been trying to do all sorts of different things. I think I said I would be trying to do this type of stuff. You know, it's the off season. You want some spicy hockey content, and I'm glad to give it to you. But yeah, but seriously, guys, I appreciate you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Like this, even just this month that we're not watching hockey, you guys have been such a source of, what's the word I'm looking for? Joy is I don't know if joy is the word I want to use. Happiness? You guys have made me happy. So keep watching, keep commenting, keep being part of the community. I love you all for it. And you know what to do. Like the video. It helps me out with probably something with the algorithm. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I would love to have you. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.